Look up at the ceiling of like any modern office building. Hidden right above those acoustic tiles is a massive, invisible nervous system moving petabytes of data at the speed of light. Welcome to this custom deep dive. Today we're looking at a highly technical product page from HDTVSupply.
Yeah, specifically for the DVIGear DVI-2315-FOD 8XLC 50125U MMF optical plenum cable.
Right, which, reading that 15-word product title feels like trying to translate a secret code. But, okay, let's unpack this. Our mission today is to decode that dense alphabet soup, right? To understand the specialized hidden hardware powering our high-speed digital world.
Exactly, because that string of letters and numbers, it's actually a blueprint. We need to establish exactly what this $288 50-meter cable is actually doing.
Well, before we talk about where it lives and the price tag, we have to understand the engine itself. It features a 50125 micron core and cladding size, right? And it uses multimode fiber, or MMF.
Yeah, the low-loss multimode fiber construction, it's totally focused on ensuring reliable, high-speed optical data transfer. Instead of pushing electrical currents over copper wires, this thing shoots rapid-fire pulses of light.
Oh, wow. Light instead of electricity.
Right. So the 50-micron part, that's the actual glass core where the light travels. It is incredibly thin, like thinner than a human hair.
Wait, really? That's tiny.
I know. And the 125 part is the cladding. Think of that as an outer glass mirror wrapped super tightly around the core. It continuously bounces the light back into the center so you don't lose any signal integrity along the way.
So no data leaks out as it speeds down the line. That makes sense. And since it's multimode fiber, it's not just firing a single laser beam, is it?
Spot on. It uses LED or VCSEL light sources to bounce multiple streams of data down that tiny tunnel simultaneously. Which brings us to the 8XLC connectors you mentioned earlier.
Let me guess. It's essentially an 8-lane digital highway.
Basically, yeah. You have 8 distinct channels for multi-channel connectivity. And a crucial detail on the product page is that they are factory terminated.
Factory terminated, so that means they're polished in a lab beforehand.
Yes, precision polished in a clean room lab. They aren't being manually spliced together by some technician balancing on a ladder in your ceiling, which guarantees virtually zero signal loss.
Okay, so the inside is clearly engineered for just blistering optical speed. But transitioning from the high-speed glass on the inside to the outside of the cable, that dictates exactly where this hardware is allowed to live, right?
Exactly. And that's where the Plenum-rated CMP black jacket comes in.
Okay, let me push back on that for a second. If this cable is meant to just be hidden away in a ceiling or behind walls forever, why does the outer jacket matter at all? Like, is paying a premium for a specific black jacket just overkill?
It sounds like it would be, but no, not at all. The Plenum rating isn't a performance spec. I like to call it a structural passport.
A structural passport? What do you mean by that?
Well, the spaces above drop ceilings or below raised floors, they aren't just empty voids. They are air handling spaces. They actively circulate the air you breathe in a commercial building.
Oh, I see. So this is actually about fire code and safety, not just protecting the delicate glass inside.
Precisely. If a standard plastic cable catches fire up there in a ventilation space, it acts like a toxic fuse. It would spread smoke and poisonous gas throughout the entire building's air supply.
That sounds like a nightmare scenario.
It really is. So a Plenum-rated jacket is chemically engineered to be self-extinguishing and low smoke. It's the physical difference between a cable that becomes a lethal hazard during an emergency and one that keeps the building's air supply safe.
Wow, okay. That context makes the $288 price tag make total sense now. You're paying for structural safety just as much as data speed.
Because nobody wants to rip open the ceiling of an active data center, or a broadcast facility just to replace a single failing cable.
Right, let alone risk an entire building's air quality over it. It has to work flawlessly for the long haul because it's installed directly into the bones of a building.
Exactly. And that long-term reliability is why it's built for commercial and enterprise installations. Mission-critical AV systems, telecommunications, that sort of thing. Plus, it comes with a 3-year warranty from HDTVSupply.
Which is a pretty established vendor, right?
Eh.
I think the source noted they have a 25-year history and over 10,000 positive reviews.
Yeah, so this is infrastructure designed to be installed once and relied upon heavily.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? Obviously, this isn't the standard HDMI cord you'd just casually grab to hook up a living room TV.
Far from it. It's the backbone of enterprise networks.
Right. To briefly recap, a simple-looking cable like this actually represents a perfect marriage of high-speed data transmission and architectural safety.
It moves massive amounts of data, yeah. But it does so in a way that respects the physical realities of the commercial spaces we inhabit.
So true. So the next time you rely on a seamless broadcast or, an instant massive data transfer, just consider the miles of invisible, highly specialized glass running safely through the air handling spaces right above your head, making it all possible. It turns out that dense alphabet soup of jargon really is the blueprint keeping our digital world spinning.